So we have almost made it to our next destination, but it's taken a little longer than we anticipated. I mean, we do have the GPS going, and hopefully, well, this is shaking pretty bad, but you'll see why in a second.
This is like off-roading.
Yeah, we got to about, I think it was 15, 16 miles to the destination, and it said unpaved road. And at first it was really nice. It was still like just a flat gravel. It was almost like it was paved. Well, then we hit the bad part, and it's like ridged, and
it feels like,
oh my gosh.
I can imagine what the space shuttle people feel like when they re-enter Earth's atmosphere and it's just going crazy.
Shaking everywhere.
And I will say, some numbnuts in
a video is just, I can't even hold it still.
In a BMW passed us doing like 50 miles an hour on this gravel.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was insane.
I hope I find you on the side of the road or with 4 flat tires, because it's just stupid. Or maybe we're the dumb ones driving too slow and we should be driving 60 to get through this faster. I think I'm going to want to throw up after this, because it's just like
it's rough
constant shaking.
And we still have 7 miles to go. We're only halfway, but I'll show you what it looks like. It's very bumpy, and like I said, just lots and lots of ridges, and
yes,
it's very uncomfortable driving along this.
I'm just going to say, if you have hemorrhoids, don't do this road.
But we're almost there, and then we'll show you where we're going. We have finally made it to the entrance. Woohoo!
And then it's paved.
Oh yeah, it's paved again. Chaco Culture National Historical Park is where we are. World Heritage Site. As I just mentioned, this park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is part of the homeland of the Hopi, the Pueblo peoples of New Mexico, and the Navajo. It was first a national monument site created in 1907, and in 1980 became a historical park. It got its World Heritage designation in 1987.
We're checking out the Scenic Drive today. It's 9 miles. It is hot and boiling, but by golly, this is a fantastic scene to look through, and we're enjoying it so far, so can't wait to share all the rest of it with you.
This is Pueblo Bonito, and it's the core of the Chaco complex. It's the largest great house here and was built in stages between the 800s and the 1100s. This pueblo reached at least 4 stories and had 600 rooms and 40 kivas. Blows me away. The cool thing about this area is they found that it was basically a hub, as there are road networks that link to over 200 other communities in the region. The Chaco culture had a lot of trade networks, trading seashells, macaws, copper bells, and cacao. They even traded with others as far away as Mexico, which is kind of unbelievable. Of course, turquoise and pottery was something very valued in their culture, and there are pieces that they've uncovered from that area that you can see in the visitor center.
So in 1941, a massive rockfall known as Threatening Rock came crashing down from the cliff and collapsed on Pueblo Bonito. It destroyed 30 rooms, and if you look at it, it's just crazy to think that how this happened, but also what it would have been like if people were living in there at the time and how many people that would have killed. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to live near a cliff or on a cliff.
Yeah, I'm with him. I don't want to live anywhere under one of these rock cliffs, because this is just crazy to look at all these boulders and see how they've fallen down all over this Pueblo. It is crazy. Now this one is Pueblo del Arroyo, I believe is how you pronounce it, and that is Spanish for village by the wash. This building took advantage of the view through the South Gap. It's really cool. It's so hot outside that we opted to drive by this one though. So this is the area across the way from Pueblo Bonito, and there are lots of small house sites in this whole area. There's a large kiva up ahead, which we'll go see in a second, and they're all kind of surrounding that. This is Casa Rinconada, I believe is how you pronounce that, and it's the largest excavated kiva in the park. This is definitely one of the largest I have ever seen. It is huge. A lot of really cool stuff in the area. If you look right over there, you can see Pueblo Bonito from a distance. Well, we have wrapped up our tour of Chaco Culture National Historical Park in New Mexico. I always have to make sure I get the name right. And this was an incredible place. It was a little rough to get here, as we said, but
The 4-wheel drive, all the bumps, not good on the body, but it was fun.
it was worth it. You know, we got to see some really cool things and got to
Head south on New Mexico 57.
There we go. This is where we're going. You know, sometimes you
our
can't.
internet wasn't working, but we had it plugged in and it
Head
just
south
kicked
on New
on.
Mexico 57.
Okay, let's turn you off.
Head south on Highway 57.
All right, so as we said, we're on our way out of the park, but this wraps up this segment of our travel. I hope you enjoyed the visits in New Mexico that we've shared with you, and we have lots more adventures planned for this summer, so hopefully you will continue to follow. You can give a thumbs up to the video.
Yes.
You
Please
can
like
subscribe.
us.
Yeah. Follow our journey and check out the things that we'll post in the description if you want to check out any of the things that we've done.
Yeah. And if you don't like us and follow us and all that, we're going to go broke and we won't be able to do this. So we're going to use that guilt on you to make sure that you keep in contact with us. Because, you know, everything that gets boosted helps us make, 25 cents, after 3 years.
Yeah, we haven't made any money. We're not making money. We want to share with people and help other people travel the way we are. We have so many people tell us, I wish I could do what you're doing, or, I want to go there someday or whatever. And we want to show people that it's possible. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be retired. You don't have to be young. You can do this, if you really want to. You just have to figure out how to make it happen. And we want to help you do that and show you how you can do it on a budget.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I want to make money so I can afford some beers because there are
if
a
we
lot
can
of
make
breweries.
money.
Yeah, So every like and every kind of stuff helps us out. But no, really no pressure. Just follow us for fun. Hopefully we can be more entertaining and informational and all that good stuff along the way. But yeah, thanks for watching. We appreciate all of you and hope all is well.
Enjoy your road life adventures.